Let's talk about it.
You're tuned in to the Two Tears in a Bucket Show.
Y'all know the rest.
Let's talk about it. Talking about two tears in the bucket. You can say what you say. At the end of the day, I'm like two tears in the bucket. You can feel what you feel. I'm just keeping it real. Say two tears in the bucket. Bucket. Two tears in the bucket. Bucket. Hey, two tears in the bucket. You can say what you say. At the end of the day, I'm like two tears in the bucket. You can feel what you feel. I'm just keeping it real.
Welcome back to the Two Tears in a Bucket Show. I am your host, Tony Murphy, and I'm back up in here again one more time. Y'all know how this go with my peeps, my fams. Miss Renee, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? Chilling.
You chilling?
I
Chilling
am.
today?
I am. I'm good today.
I'm feeling sporty, so I'm wearing my
Yeah,
glasses.
because I was about to
Okay.
ask you what's up with the glass.
Yeah.
I want to look. I hope I look good for the camera. That's all.
Okay, that's what's up.
Right.
That's what's up.
Right.
What's up?
Okay, Tony.
What's going on? What's up? And y'all already know, you see him over here in the corner. He finally came in on time. I got to give him that right there. I'm so happy, man. You wouldn't get a round of applause for you, man. That's so amazing. So we got BS with Bill.
Marcus.
We got BS with Bill in the house. What's up, B?
What it do though?
Man, I'm here, man. How life treating you?
Oh, it been good, man. Life been real good.
Life real good?
Yeah, life been good.
You come in good spirit. You got a smile on your face. You ain't humped over. Got the little boy t-shirt on.
Well, no.
And you got some...
I'm trying. Hey, this you ain't got to work out. Just get your clothes smaller.
That's it.
Hey,
Nowadays, you know what? When you go inside the store, 36s is something hard to find. 36s and what else? Just large shirts or something.
I'm on a budget. I don't even shop.
Yeah. I just realized every time I go inside of the retail store and try to get me a 36, and I'm
It's
short.
hard to find.
I don't even want to tell you the length because I don't need nobody trying me.
I'm gonna sit this one out because I ain't too much talking. I'm gonna sit this one out too.
How
Next.
everybody doing this week? How you week been?
It was good. It was good. You know, I got to experience the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah,
So I mean, it was different for me.
Yeah.
You know, Bill had his 850 girls up in there serving.
Bartenders.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it was a good weekend.
And they hooked the brother up, I must say. You know.
Yeah.
But it was different. It was different. I mean, I would like to experience the Kentucky Derby in Kentucky to see what it actually is.
Right.
You know, so I
heard-
can't really
I
say
heard
if it
it's
was
huge.
good or bad.
I heard it's huge up there too.
Yeah, my auntie, she went to the one in Kentucky. She said it's real classy. It's really classy, and it's so much, of course, surrounding the hats, women hats and stuff like
Yeah,
that. So
yeah.
I would like to experience that, and once I do, I think that'll be marked off my bucket list, and I'm be good.
Yeah, just experience it one-on-one. You know, that's something different. What's up with you, B? How your week been?
It's been good, man. It's been good. I had a couple of went to the Derbys. Y'all out to the Derbys. That was kind of fun. It was different.
Yeah.
But
He was not dressed for Kentucky Derby. Just
nah. I was dressed for work.
That's right.
But a lot of people start participating more in stuff like that. The next day they had a sombreros and sundress party. Antonio, Rusta, and Breezy and them. And everybody participated. Like every girl was there in a sundress. Usually you'll be like one or two, but everybody was all different colors. It was like one of the funnest parties I've been to, like in a long time.
Yeah, they be throwing some good brunches.
They was, and the 850 bartenders was there too in full effect. They had everybody tipsy. Like I seen probably about 4 or 5 posts like, "Oh, them bartenders 850 going to jail." So I'm pressing charge, man.
Because they
I'm
did
just
their
waking
job.
up. Yeah, they definitely did.
I'm just gonna say, T, watch your back.
Yeah.
See what they're trying to do. Watch your back.
It was probably the best part of the year for real.
Okay, well that's good. I seen that it was pretty packed.
Yeah,
Y'all
it was
know
just
us.
Fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Even some of the anchor women from Channel 3 was there.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay, cool beans.
They was there partying.
Well, as you
Party
gotta
don't stop,
enjoy.
yeah,
You
yeah.
gotta enjoy.
Nobody cared.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. All the women was in the middle. The men was just standing around the side. They was dancing with each other, drank with each other, like we were just there.
Oh.
All
That's
the women
usually
just
how it go
partied. They
down.
just
Yeah.
had fun. Like nobody looked like they even looked at each other wrong.
Really, anywhere you go to, for a party or event or something, the women always outnumber the men.
Yeah. Always
so
outnumbered, and we gonna make sure we have a good time
Yeah.
with,
With
each
each
other.
other.
They
Yeah.
did, yeah.
You
Now what they did,
Dudes
they
gonna
did.
sit on the sideline and
And
see who
look.
watching who,
Yeah.
what's going on. Yeah.
But they just partied, man. It just wasn't no place for us to. In the middle, the outside was a fabulous place for us to sit there and just watch and just admire. Pensacola has some real beautiful women, though.
They do.
Yeah.
Pensacola do have beautiful women. I will say
I
that.
thought we was tripping one time, but they coming up.
Y'all don't try Pensacola now.
Thought we were tripping one time, but they coming up.
We can call out some spots that you probably want to avoid, though. But
Pensacola is not one. Got beautiful women in
yes,
Pensacola.
we do. Yes, we do. Just be careful where you travel. Okay, so
Yeah. Nuh-uh, before we go there, because I don't want you to come at us. How are you
Why
doing?
you
How
had
was
to
your
do
week?
this right here?
Because you not have. How was your week?
my week has been busy between Raheem and just working and planning and making steps to to make some things happen in the future. It's been busy. I think I
Yes,
do
you
more
have.
mental work than physical. Well, no, I can't say that.
You
because
do a lot of
farming-
physical work.
A lot of folks don't know that I do farming like that, but farming is some work.
Oh, he farms.
Farming.
Oh, he farms.
Farming is
He is
some
a
work.
farmer.
I'm a good old country boy. I
He
love
put
getting
them
out there
boots
and
on
planting
and he get out there in that
my
yard.
favorite boots.
I
Put
ain't know
the
that. I
things
ain't know
on.
you be farming stuff.
Oh yeah. He farms.
I love just the whole thing about growing your own food that you can get out, go out there in your yard and pick what you want to eat because most of our food is vegetarian food. So look, got the topic that I want to talk about this morning. Some people were they mentioned this on social media and it just caught my attention. So the question for today, this morning is. The topic is leveling up in every decade of your life. So, are you ready for your 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s? You can't avoid it. You might well, if they say round it off to the nearest 10, you're going forward. So,
You don't go backwards.
so one of the questions is, for your 20s, they say that when you're in your 20s, not question, but it says when you're in your 20s, you are in that era where you say, I got time, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
All right. It says your energy is high, your money is low, and your decisions are questionable.
Oh, so questionable.
Now, on a ratio, it says 70% of your time is spent learning lessons, 20% of your time is spent making bad decisions you swear build character, and 10% of your time is actually knowing what the hell you're doing.
True.
I agree.
So
Yeah.
true.
So the question is, at that time in your life, are you building or just vibing?
Oh, I was just
the
vibing in my
20s?
20s.
In your 20s.
Yeah.
I was
Just-
vibing.
Just vibing, just riding away.
I was vibing. Didn't know what to expect. Just going.
A lot of us don't want to go back to them 20s, boy.
Had them.
I don't know. I had fun.
Okay.
Yeah. Just leave it like that.
That's it.
Don't add no more characteristics to it.
Next.
All right, so in your 30s, it says, in this era, you are let me get serious for real this time. That's where you at in life. It says that your clarity starts kicking in and your priorities start shifting. It says 50% of your time is spent in growth and career focus, 30% cutting people off peacefully or not, and 20% of your time is realizing your parents were right.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
so the question is, are you stable or still figuring out at this point in your life?
I was both. I was still trying to figure it out while being stable at the same time.
Yeah. I had a little
Yeah.
stability, because I was
Yeah.
into, buying property, buying land, opening up businesses. Well, I started my first business when I was 19 years old, but in my 30s, now I was still bucking.
I was still bucking. I was trying to.
still
I was both.
bucking, trying to hold on to my 20s.
You ain't lying. I was too.
I had fun in my 30s.
Just leave it like that.
Leave it
Don't
just
say
like
no more.
that, yeah.
Don't add no more characteristics. Y'all don't know who we dealing with right here, so we just gonna say leave it just like that. All right. Moving on to your 40s. In your 40s, it says that this is the era where you are in. I wish I would, or I wish I would. Okay. It says that your confidence is solid, and your tolerance is low. The ratio of that is 60% of your time is spent protecting your peace. 25% of your time is focused on health and body maintenance. And 15% of your time is not arguing. I'm not arguing. I'm done.
So true, because that's where I'm at. I'm in my 40s, so
Yeah.
that's exactly where I'm at. And I was there in my late 30s, going into my 40s. But it's really,
Yo, don't give a damn. Just ain't give a damn.
I just don't give a
Yeah,
damn. It's certain things you gotta give a damn, but my response is sharp. This is
To the
what it
point.
is.
I don't
This
care
is
if
what
you
it's
like it or
gonna
not.
be. I'm not changing it up.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
I had fun in my 40s.
Oh goodness,
Okay.
boy.
I had
And
a good
still,
life. I had a good life.
I
You
had
see what that is?
I had fun and all of them too. But in moving on, so the question is, are you living for you or still trying to prove something?
You living for you. But I think there is some still trying to prove something in certain areas of life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I still, because I haven't gone through that. Okay, I'm still trying to prove something, either whether it's to my children or to,
And who you proving
and
it
who,
right? Who you
and
proving
what
it to? Yourself
I'm
or
actually
them?
proving to someone. You know what I'm saying? I think that depends. So yeah, I would say both.
So it depends on who they are.
Who they are, what the situation is.
Yeah, I agree.
But I'm still gonna protect my peace.
Yeah, by all
Regardless.
means.
By all means.
At this point in my life, at that point in my life, by all
Yeah, and I'm
means.
not arguing. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm gonna say what I say, and if you don't like what I say, that's your opinion. I'm gonna keep it moving because
Yeah,
I
just-
said what I
just
said, and
agree
I'm
to
not
keep it
about to.
moving.
Yeah.
I'm not about to go back and forth with you.
Yeah, B.
Yeah. I feel the same way, man. We still trying to prove stuff in certain areas, and certain areas we just not like, you know what, it just is. It is what we gave our best shot, so we done with that.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
tried it. Now it's more like proving that we ready for the next 10 years.
Right, right.
I think that's
Right.
what it is.
And it bring more.
I agree.
I think that during that time in my life, it brought more awareness that hey, they call this middle age stage. And life is gonna move a little bit faster than it did in your 20s.
Yes, it is.
It's gonna be hard for you
Realize
to
it.
stay in that race. So at this point, whatever you're doing in your career, if it's a career that'll be long lasting, that's good. But if you're not in your career, what you gonna do? Because
Right.
time don't
ticking.
slow down for nobody.
It's ticking.
Yeah. So, all right. So B, this one right here is for me and you, Renee. This is in preparation for you since you don't know nothing about this yet. So
Not yet.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this. B, you ready?
They do it.
All right. So in your 50s, it says that you are in this era. I simply earned this wisdom. Okay. It says that your legacy mode is activated. You are working more towards your legacy, and it says your perspective of life is unmatched. So it says the ratio of that is 50% of your time is passing down knowledge. 30%. That's so true. That's so true because I find myself always.
Giving knowledge and wisdom for ones this is what they're gonna need to know. It's our job that each generation, the generations younger than us, we need to be speaking into them before they get to this point. I think each generation does that.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. 30% of your time is spent enjoying life. Finally.
Well,
Finally.
Well, with Bill, he been enjoying his life since he was
Oh,
in his 20s. So
well, teenager.
Teenage.
Trust me, I know. Since he was a
It is.
teenager, he has been this guy. Okay, so
I love it for him though. Since he been enjoying life since
that's
then.
right, though. That's why he's still my dude.
He's
though.
50 is some bullshit. He's 50 is some bullshit.
All right, 20% of your time is looking back, like I should have worried less. I shouldn't have stressed on half of the stuff. 80% of the stuff I stressed about, I shouldn't have. I should have just
I think
walked away.
I think the opposite. I should have worried more. I should have worried about some
Why
stuff.
you should have worried more?
Just different things we could have did different, like
Cared
worry
about
about your
more.
credit.
Cared more.
You know, work,
Cared more.
we because if we sit back and think like, but I think the biggest problem I would say maybe 10 years ago, maybe 11, everything just shifted. The world just
Didn't it
completely
though?
changed.
Fast.
It completely. That's why I be careful about passing wisdom down, because sometimes I pass paranoia
Oh
down.
my God.
Well, it's not good.
This thing went somewhere else.
We still got still got the camera. Oh no, is the camera rolling still?
Oh, it's recording. My bad.
Dog, Murphy.
I faded in though. I faded in. Go ahead.
Damn, Tyrone.
You be careful about passing wisdom down. That's what you
Yeah, I be careful because the things that applied to us back then is just not. It won't help them, and sometimes we'll pass our paranoias and fears down, and it's stuff they don't have to worry about sometimes. You know.
Right.
So I just be kind of careful because what worked for us back then, I think it's none of that. Well, majority that won't work now.
No, it won't.
It just the world just shifted completely, went
But-
left. Seemed like
But I think with that being said, because you know that and the world has shifted, you know, you can give some advice on, you know, certain areas for people to understand that, you know, because we're the generations that we don't, how we was raised, we know certain ways wasn't the best ways. You know, in certain things and perspectives that was given to us, we know wasn't the best perspectives and ways. And I think because we know that is something that we can share with the generations younger than us, you know, so that they'll be able to look at things totally different in a different viewpoint than what we was told to look at it. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
it's really important that whatever we learn, that we share it with the next generation in hopes that they'll take it to the next level, you know. But, you know, the only challenge it is now is the distractions that go on. And if you trying to tell them something through experience, it seems like some folks, some of the younger generation is more drawn toward what's trending or what's familiar versus, you know, getting the wisdom from the elders or the you know, the parents, grandparents. So it's rough, but in the 50s, that's what we do. We always try to share knowledge, and we which brings me to this question right here. It said, what advice would you give your 25-year-old self? I would tell myself exactly what we just said. Don't stress, don't worry. But I would be a whole lot more serious about focusing on my future.
yeah,
I would tell them the value, like you said, of credit, purchasing land, something that doesn't depreciate, and how to honestly find out about their culture, research about where you came from, so you'll know exactly who you are, and you'll know what in your bloodline, in your culture, what you should be standing for wherever you're at. You know.
I think I would tell mine to go in the military. For real, because it's like, I think a lot of people now are only in good positions financially, some of them health-wise, because they got the military. Because military, a lot of people not getting checks, they send it home. The military take health-wise, you go right over there to the VA hospital, they give you what you need, whether it be PTSD, whether it be broken arm, not feeling good. They do everything for you over there.
I don't think they take care of military. Don't do right. They don't take care of their folks
All
right,
the people
man.
I know doing great.
Yeah, they.
You know what I'm
I think.
Mentally, they on another level with the PTSD. But I also know, because with the clients that I have, a lot of them wish they didn't, because everybody, like you said, everybody can't come back from certain situations or know how to talk themselves out of situations. I have so many clients that are broken physically from being in the military, and they wish they didn't put that much stress on themselves when they were younger, because now they're suffering from certain things that, situations from being in the military. But financially, it may be a good thing for some people, but mentally and physically, it isn't for others.
Yeah. I mean, because everybody can't handle the military.
And lie to
Ooh,
And-
I went
and-
in.
a lot of people
and
here
came
with the
out.
same issue. Ain't even in Pensacola.
You ain't lying.
I'm telling you.
PTSD is for real.
And it-
UPS, Navy, Federal, or the military. One of the three.
One of the three.
One
So
of the three.
to wrap this up, every decade got its own test. But the real question is, are you preparing for the next level or just surviving the current one you're in? Very important.
Yeah.
So we want to tell the audience, hey, listen, if you have a response to this, please hit us up, let us know, and we'll be glad to probably read your answer on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll read it on the show.
All right. So we got more coming up. We got the teardrop of the day coming up, of the week, of the day, coming up with Renee, and a response to that. Along with that, the hot topic with BS and with Bill.
Yes, sir.
More conversation, more laughter right here on the Two Tears in a Bucket show
Yeah, I know the rest.
on RWR Live 365.
Tune into the culture.
Welcome back to the Two Tears in a Bucket show. Now it's time for the teardrop letter of the day.
All right, now it's time for the teardrop letter, and the subject is starting over feels like starting from nothing. This letter is from Darius. He's 38, and it reads, "Dear Two Tears in a Bucket, I'm writing because I'm trying to hold it together, but honestly, I'm frustrated. I'm a husband and a father, and recently my family had to move out of our home and into a relative's house. It wasn't part of the plan, but life hit us all at once. Finances, unexpected bills, everything. Now we're sharing space, adjusting routines, and trying to make it work, but it's hard. My kids don't fully understand. My wife is doing her best to stay positive, and I'm over here feeling like I let everybody down. As a man, I take pride in providing, and right now it feels like I'm starting all over from scratch. I'm working, trying to rebuild, trying to stay focused, but mentally, it's heavy. It's embarrassing. It's frustrating. I'm grateful we have somewhere to go, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like progress. It feels like a setback. How do you stay motivated when life knocks you backwards? And how do you keep leading your family when you don't feel like you're winning?" All right, y'all, we are back with the teardrop letter recap, and it's a letter from Darius. He's 38. He says his family had to move out of their home and start over while staying with relatives. He's grateful but also frustrated and feel like he let his family down. Now he's asking, how do you keep going when life feels like it pushed you backwards? So I'm gonna speak from a wife's point of view, okay? And first of all, it's definitely not a failure. You know, for me, I think with a lot of men, they tie their worth into providing, and as with wives, coming from a wife heart, we don't look at just the providing. We look at how you show up mentally, spiritually, emotionally. We don't look at just the providing, because one, you never stopped working. you never stopped taking care of your family. It was just a setback. And a lot of times it's just a setback. And I know it can be frustrating because you don't have your own and you used to have your own, and but a lot of times God will set you back for something greater coming. So for me, it's not a failure. I see somebody that stayed strong, and because most men are very prideful, you didn't have to move in with a family member, but you did because you knew this is what you needed to do in order to go forward. Yeah. So that's mine.
I'm gonna let Stone answer. I'm gonna reread some of this because he's looking kind of tender. Let's see what Roosevelt got going on.
Is that Roosevelt?
Well, and that I love that because you remember a time when I was fighting that battle, and I've had to fight that battle several times because of pride. I've always been brought up, take care of my family, keep a job, keep working, keep moving. And unfortunately with society, they have it to where if you don't operate like that, you're not a man. Now it's all based on figures. It's all based on figures. And if you face a stumbling stone in your journey, you are considered, you look down on, because you're not keeping up that level of life. But it gets challenging. It gets challenging because, unfortunately as men, we do face a lot of characteristics that we have no idea that we should be even attached to, and we constantly fighting that battle of are we good enough? And that's something that tear at a lot of men, especially as we get older. That's something that we think we're supposed to be the providers according to how the protocol is set up in life, and in social and social in the social world, that we are the providers. But it's challenging. What I can say about, what's his name, Chris?
No, his name is
Darius, I commend you on recognizing that and considering where you're at in life, but that doesn't mean that you're not worth anything. It's just challenging, man, and I get it, but you gotta stay prayed up for one, because you by yourself just can't walk into no battle and think you're gonna win. That's just not gonna happen. So even though you say I'm being tender, Bill, this is something that's real sincere when it comes to men, because we are titled like that, right. Tender or too emotional or whatever, and we boxed into where we can't express ourselves. So at that point when we ready to express ourselves, unfortunately it come up in a blow up form or sometimes the rage of it, because you just fed up,
Well, I reread it and he seemed a little untender. He don't seem as tender. But I think I was watching Carlos Miller and DC Young Fly. They was talking about a quote a guy said that once he figured out that 2 steps back was part of the dance, and he said he figured out that it was part of the dance of life. The 2 steps back was just a setup. We went through a lot of the same thing. It's crazy. Like as a family, I don't want to say it was about maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago. We all just was going through something. My sister, she got 4 kids. My other sister got 3 kids. And we all moved into my mama's house. Well, mama, everybody was going through something just at the same time. We all just moved in the house together. And it was probably about 12 of us, 13, maybe that, staying in a 3-bedroom, 1-bath house. And it was the most fun time we had.
Yeah.
We was adjusting because we always just been a close family. It wasn't who in the bathroom, who wasn't, somebody ain't pick up something. It's pallets laying all over the floor. It was just a time. And a lot of times as a man, like even now in the 50s, we still trying to figure it out. I know I'm still trying to figure it out. And we didn't have some major setbacks, but you just got to keep going. And you feel like you're failing, and sometimes I just learned all the traumatic experience. If you could just figure out the lesson, that's a major thing. Everything happened to me. Once I start saying, okay, now God, what was the lesson? Then sometimes like, man, you ain't got to teach me like that now. Just,
Right.
oh,
Could've went about it
I ain't
another
hard
way.
headed. You could have just text me.
Yeah.
Could have softened it up a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, but sometimes the blows be hard, and if you always feel like, if you had a mentality, I could have got hit harder, it'll help you out a lot.
Yeah.
It help you adjust.
Yeah.
Like he could say, what if he didn't have a family to move his house into? Now you're on the street.
Yeah.
So always
Right.
could be, and I do feel like things happen to us when we start worrying about stuff that we ain't supposed to. Being in other people's business, taking your focus off your
Definitely,
thing,
definitely.
criticizing, judging.
Definitely.
I think God said, you know what? You got way too much time. I'm finna give you some of your own stuff to worry about.
Yeah.
And he make you start adjusting. Now, so I really believe that though. So I don't mean people bring stuff on themselves, but I think with sometimes being less judgmental, being a little more of a concerned person, pray for the people and keep your mouth shut. I think it'll prevent a lot of things from going wrong in your life.
And not only that, you know, me and Renee was talking, and I said, you know, a lot of people go to God and they ask him for things. They want things. God, please hurry up, relieve me from this debt. Please hurry up and relieve me from this situation, this illness. Please hurry up and give me the money. Please hurry up and put me in the career and get me where I want to be or whatever. But the thing is, with each level of your life, it's just like going to school. Before you can reach the 9th grade, you got to pass the 8th grade. And unfortunately, during each grade, there are tests involved.
Yeah.
Then at the end of that, you have a major exam so you could test out of that.
The final
so
exam.
when you rushing and asking God to make all this stuff happen for you and everything, and some of it could be premature, you could be rushing the process, but because I will give you, ask, and I shall give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Ask you shall receive. You asking for all this stuff to happen right away. But you can't avoid these tests.
You got to be prepared.
Yeah, you got to be prepared. You
you
ain't
gotta
made to
be
handle it.
prepared.
You're going to mess it up.
You
That's
got
it.
to go through these tests in life. So regardless of what, be careful. That's why they tell you, be careful about what you pray for.
Yeah.
You right
And I
about
think the
that.
big mistake people start saying is, because I used to do it all the time. Man, I don't want to be rich. I just want to be comfortable. Like,
Yeah.
But that's selfish though. You want God to bless you, just be able to take care of yourself.
Exactly.
Right,
But if he
Exactly
bless you
what
to
you're
be
saying.
have millions, you can help as many people as might need.
Exactly.
That's right.
So I do believe that. I would say if I became a millionaire, I'll bless some people, but I would never. I'll try to figure out what make them know it's coming from the church or the Lord. Is no. I don't want to get the credit because now
Right.
people staying at you. They got problems. Now they going to you. Okay, you to say if you help me, you help. Me.
Right.
Instead of saying,
Right.
you know, God help me. So
Right.
I always say,
Keep you humble.
Yeah.
That's the best thing. Stay humble.
Yeah, it will humble. But I don't care. Hey man, Pensacola is a humbling place.
You ain't lying.
Boy, I tell
humble
you.
you, but it make you
yeah.
stronger though,
Yeah.
and it reveals a lot to you.
Yeah.
You know, a lot around you.
It really does. So Darius, I hope you take what we said, and I really hope you just really sit and think about it.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you got it.
Because it's not this setback. It doesn't cancel out your comeback
No.
at
Right.
all.
It make room for
It makes
Is it?
room for it because you just don't know. God may have like your biggest comeback on this next level. So just continue to stay prayed up, and it sounds like you got a good wife on your side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And a support
just
team.
a support team, exactly. So just stay prayed up. You know, the both of you together. You know, and
And before we leave, let me say this. Darius, stay prayed up, stay focused, and then understand this. There's an old saying when they say, boy, if I knew what I knew back then, now,
Yeah.
where would I be?
yeah.
Okay. So you take what you have learned from your past experience. Trust me, I'm doing it right now today. I'm living this testimony.
Yeah.
You take what you learned from the past and just think of it like a reset. Now you can come back
Even
at
stronger.
it even stronger,
Yeah.
knowing
Yeah.
even more and able to do more.
That's
it.
right.
And
stay
That's
focused.
right.
And let them
Stay
know
focused.
sometimes God slows you down because you was headed to that brick wall.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's why he had to knock you back. But we look at it so much of what happened, why? Look for the lesson in it.
Yeah.
Look for the lesson.
And this is my saying. This is always my saying, as my husband always know. Excuse me, y'all, Stony know. This is your I remember when moment. This is you're gonna look back at it and be like, I remember when. So always look at this as a I remember when moment, because you know this moment too shall pass.
It shall pass.
It shall pass. So with that being said, you got to put one teardrop in the bucket for the setback and another teardrop in the bucket for the comeback. You already know what it is.
That's right.
Tears
That's
in the
right.
bucket.
That's
Let's
it.
go.
Welcome back to the hot topic of the week. And this week, man, the hot topic was the takeover. They had to take over a young influencer from Pensacola playing on the beach. It was supposed to be a beach takeover, and he had like millions of views. The sheriff department got on TV and said that they went and met with the guy and told him that if they did the takeover, he's gonna be responsible for every cleanup on the beach, any fights, any law enforcement that was called out there. He's gonna have all these expenses. So he canceled it. So people been in an uproar, like, how can you cancel the beach? Like, how can you stop people from coming? You can't tell black people they can't come to the beach. So it's been on TV like every day this week.
Stop adding black people.
So
Yeah. Well, even though they try to highlight black people,
Stop adding black people.
because
it might be because the influencer was black who did it.
Yeah.
So they thought he did a call out, and so the sheriff got on TV and said, "Listen, ain't no taking over Pensacola Beach. Y'all go somewhere else with that. So we're not going for that. You will be arrested. We will have extra duties, police out there, so it won't be no taking over." But then people start saying, "Well, what about the other people who just come out there just to come? How you gonna tell the difference?" So he just said we're gonna have extra officers, we're gonna do it and all type of stuff.
just we gonna make sure it don't happen.
But just to show you how flexible us black people is, the guy, they changed it to a mall takeover.
And went to
And
the
the
mall.
mall, it was, you looked on the videos, it was 70 to 80 kids running through the mall all different directions. Running in stores, taking stuff, running out. They closed like 4 or 5 stores out in the mall. And it's just like, it's like you stop them this way and you push them to the mall. You rather had a problem on the beach, you know? But it's just how people mentality is. They just, and it's crazy. It just popped up on my phone yesterday. They got a flea market takeover plan for this week, and it's a restaurant takeover. One of them.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So in other words, we just gonna cause some problems
Yeah, and that's what they're doing.
everywhere we go.
That's what
Where
they're
the
doing.
parents?
and-
The parents.
That's it.
and even though it was a
See,
black,
it was a flea market takeover. They came up, and now they got a Chipotle takeover too. Get it for May 19th.
What are
Who
they
is
taking
who
over?
is
What
setting
is
this
that
up?
Kids,
for?
they
What is it for?
they just rushed the restaurant and they just doing rules because in the mall they were just running from police back and forth. Police coming this way, they just running. And I seen kids all races, all ages. Like most of them look like they was middle school.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they just creating these mob type mentalities where they going in. At first, it probably started as playful stuff, but you know how so many kids, it seems like it grows to looting. People going enough of them in the store.
It's setting up the room for that.
And they're gonna be taking stuff and running out.
setting
And
up the
you'll never be
stage
able to-
for that.
But when you start having to close stuff down in the mall, they're gonna take it serious. Pensacola, if nothing else, they love them beaches and they love that mall.
Yeah, they gonna run
And
you off.
downtown, them three, don't mess with.
As they should though, because I remember we would go to the beach. You know what I'm saying? We had a good time. We wasn't rowdy like that.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We wasn't rowdy like that, and it's the lack of respect that these kids have nowadays
totally
too.
different now.
It's totally different, and what we have to do, as people say, well, it's not always the parents.
You got to look at the
You
parents.
have to look at the parents. Let me tell you, anytime, not saying that, you know, you can control all your kids. I'm not saying that you could do that because I understand you just have some badass kids. Let's just be real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that many badass kids, I don't think so. Because when our children leave the house, right, and we always told them this, when you leave my presence, I'm going to hold you accountable because you represent me.
Exactly.
As a parent, you represent me. So what these parents have to look at is this the type of representation you want your children to have of you, of your parenting? That's, a lot of people want to say we can't blame the parents. Yes, we can. Wasn't it, I think it was somewhere, I don't know if it was Atlanta or something like that, where they held the parents accountable for the children's destruction, for how the children behaved, and the parents was held accountable for it. If more parents are held accountable for these actions that for their children, then I don't think we would have these problems. Also, another thing is, I remember when we was growing up, we had a lot to do too as kids. We had centers we would go to. Even summer camps, it was just things for us to do around here. Now we have a 13, soon to be 14-year-old where we can't find camp nowhere for the young teens. For the teenagers, it stops like at 12. I only seen like one place, which is the YMCA, but outside of that, there's nowhere for these kids to go. It's nothing for these kids to do. The parents can't be around them 24/7 either. So that's the problem.
Some of the community centers that they used to have
Shut them down.
They shut them down because it was so much fighting, much.
That's was it. The fighting and unruly.
And it stopped the opportunity for other programs to be extended through there. And it's the parent. I don't care. Listen, y'all parents. I'm not gonna say to whom this may be applied to. Stop trying to win your children
And parent
your children. I have heard so many people tell me that they will not discipline their child. I've heard so many men say that they have a problem with disciplining their child. It ain't time for that. I can't even say I get it, because we are in a losing battle right now with our young men and our daughters. Nobody knows how to identify themselves with who they truly are. They're so convinced with what social media tell them who they should be attached to, who they should operate as, and we're not winning like that.
We don't have no leaders.
You have to take responsibility of your child. It ain't no other way around it. I done heard plenty of people say, well, I do this right here, but I can't control them when they're not away. Let me tell you something. I have raised many kids. I don't need you to say nothing, Bill.
I know.
I have raised many
I'm
kids.
trying to count it, but
And
the show ain't that long.
With my children, it's not the seed, it's the farmer. Keep that in mind. It's not the seed, it's the farmer. It's how the farmer tends to his seed, okay? I have tended to my seed and other seeds. And regardless of if my children don't even like how I parented, I did my job to the best of my ability because I wanted my kids to have an opportunity in life. I saw what they were up against. Instead of me trying to win them and be their friend and trying to live through them and give them the stuff that I didn't get when I was growing up and all that stuff, I was more focused on what they would be encounter in their lifetime. So if I saw them derailing, of course, I'm going to chastise them. Of course, I'm going to get them back over there, because during that time, that's my responsibility.
As you should.
So these kids that are doing that takeover and stuff like that, that's just the wording of it right now. Like you said, Bill, it's laying out, setting the platform for looting.
Yeah.
Okay? And up north, they do that right now. And I'm going to tell you, it's a place in Virginia, the mall in Virginia.
No, the mall in North Carolina.
In North Carolina, okay. So the mall in North Carolina, the area is small. The area where they have the mall at is small. So you barely have anything in that area. Stores, you remember when they was shutting down the CVS's and stuff like that, when they were looting them. Okay, so they had this one mall in this area. They have completely shut it down as a mall. And now you have secondhand stores up in there that's just trying to have some type of business. But the whole point is, it was shut down because of so much violence that was coming to the mall. They were doing the exact same thing. So Pensacola, with that being said, we don't play that. So all you kids that's doing that, you in for a rude awakening, because we as adults here, we have protected our city for many years, and we ain't gonna stop now. All right, so
I think just the fear factor is gone. They're
It
not
is.
scared, and it goes back to don't touch my kids, standing behind your kids when they're wrong, and because we had the mentality that even if I'm seeing your auntie, just an adult that knew us, oh yeah, man, I'm be quiet. Cause we had a point we walk see old ladies, you turn the music down, you stop cussing. Nah, they don't be cussing, they be cussing. They
Little
do
kids and
TikToks
all,
in front of
and they look at you,
'Cause-
man. You got me, and
Yeah,
right there in
'cause
front
when they
of.
cuss, the parents got the camera on them to get views, and you pat them on the back for doing wrong. So they're just gonna do more wrong. They kids, they
Yeah.
want to be celebrated more.
Yeah.
So the worse I do, the more I act like a grown person, you get celebrated more. So
And then now you
now
got
you got your best friend that you got to fight. That's supposed to be your child.
Yep.
yeah, and they actually fighting
Yeah.
their
Oh, yeah.
parents. Not like
I don't care. But we saw police, we got scared.
Yeah.
Or if not, we act. Okay, chill out.
just chill
Nah, they be like, I got rights. You can't touch my seat. You can't put. They get out the car. I ain't gotta get out the car. You give me the come on. I ain't gotta come. Then you get slammed. Now you upset. But
And what tripped me out is these little statements that they make after Lil Pookie and Lil John and all of them got arrested for killing somebody. Then all of a sudden, you got these posts on social media talking about free Lil Pookie.
yeah, you know,
Free
Lil
Lil Pookie for
Pookie
what?
deserved to be in there because Lil Pookie did something he ain't had no
Yeah.
business doing. That's why he's up in
right
there.
or wrong, I'm a ride with mine.
Right. And like Bill said, that village is gone. Like he said, your neighbor was able to chastise you.
Yeah.
That teacher
All the
was
way
able
down
to
the street.
chastise
Our
you.
whole neighborhood.
That mailman was able to chastise you. And it wasn't chastise you in a way to where they was helping you get in line. Because there is a protocol. Believe it or not, there's a protocol. You respect your elders. You always respect your elders because understand that you will be an elder one day.
That's
You
why they
will
say
be an elder one day, and you are going to feel like and know you have that right to that respect because this is a child talking to you as if they've been through your level of stage of wisdom that they have no clue about, but yet you're gonna curse in front of me, you're gonna disrespect me, you're gonna tell me what I can and cannot say or do. You're handling me like we're on the same level. Elders are not on the same level as children. Me, my children will never ever be on the same level as me, ever. And I put that in my in their heads. I have boys. Understand, my child is 6'3", 330. One thing he knows, his mama do not play. You call him to this day, he already know my mama crazy. Because one thing you're not gonna do is embarrass me out there in public,
right.
and have them look at me as if I'm a bad parent. Because I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do as a parent. Like you said, I'm not your friend, not your homeboy. I'm not somebody that you feel like we
Definitely not your home.
I'm not somebody you feel like we can go back and forth because one, you'll never be on my level because you'll never reach the same level as me in this lifetime. You will never reach that level as me.
That's why they say, when it comes to your elders, respect your elders or your days will be shortened. The point of that is the metaphor, the answer to that metaphor is when you don't respect your elders and you don't consume the knowledge and wisdom that they experienced over life, throughout life, and you just go out there butt naked, don't have no idea what life got to offer or anything, then you set yourself up for failure. You set yourself up for a quicker ending. When they can help navigate you through some things, you already got the answers, and we outdated and all that right there. There's a such thing as a basic form of everything, and sometimes you have to go back to the basics. Well, your elders are the basics. We are the ones that set the path, opened up the doors and all that. So we're familiar with the doors. You already in it. We were the ones that opened the doors.
Right.
So.
Right. So that was a good one. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and have a little fun. We have some this or that would you rather questions. Yeah, y'all know how we do. So the first one is, would you rather lose money or lose time? that's a good
Time.
time.
Yeah.
I know
I can
money.
lose all the time and still pay my rent on time. You lose that money, you just got
for
more time to
extended
be
time.
broke. You got more time to be broke. Yeah.
Extended time.
Yeah. Nah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Let me get an extension.
Yeah.
Yes, this is BSing with Bill. Can I get an extension on my lights?
Yeah.
Right. Oh no. Oh no. Off.
Definitely. Florida Power don't play.
They
They will
do
cut you
not.
off.
They give you a certain amount of time so you can say, can I put my date back here? And then you find out, oh, I can't do it no more. I'm way past. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and pay this bill.
Now
Now
you
you cut
said
you off while you're on the phone. Florida Power don't give a.
run out of money or run out of time.
Yeah. Would you rather lose money or lose time?
I would rather
Lose money.
lose money because I can always, if I got time, I can make some
the
more money. I'm a hustle.
That part.
I can make some more money. I ain't worried about that. You know how many times I done had what we call charge it to the game. I walked out of the shop one day, happy about them $500 that I made for that day. Went to one store and lost all of it before I even got to the store because I pulled the phone out and my money fell out.
I'm sorry.
But I had a little bit more time to come up with that $500 because that was rent.
I'm right there with you on the lose money part. Okay, so the next one is loud snore or blanket hog.
I suffer from both, so I don't know how to even respond to that. I'm in the bed wondering why when I look to the left, you know. So, but anyway, Bill, I think you need to take the hit.
I don't know. I think I deal with this snoring to get my blanket. I need my blanket.
No, I get hot in the middle of the night, so I don't. Sometimes I sling
I could be hot and still need a blanket on.
I let the
know.
blanket know I don't give a damn. I sling it
Yeah.
off me.
Think I wasn't held enough.
I'm gonna do blanket haul because I can always go and get my own blanket.
She does
I can go and get my own
That might be
blanket.
all
true
the
too.
time.
I might need to switch my answers.
Yeah, right.
I don't even know how to answer that. That got me.
Anyway, next question. Would you rather be stuck in traffic with no music or someone who won't stop talking?
No music.
No
No
music.
music. No
No
music. Because
music.
at one point or another, I'm going to want to put their ass out the car on the interstate. You walk beside the car until the traffic pick up again. I don't want you in here. I'm rolling up the window. Just look for me to give you the head signal. It's time. Now, other than that, but I can't do that.
Damn, if she cute or not. Y'all married, so y'all ain't gonna be with nobody but each other.
Oh, even if I wasn't married to the man, it's no, you got to go. No music.
I don't like nobody
Point
to
blank.
talk too much. Like,
Ooh,
if you
we
talk
got
too much
people
here,
that talk a lot.
then
What she,
you
feel me
talk.
what she look like. I can just keep talking, baby. Keep on talking. Hey, tell me more. Tell me more.
This was according to the topic, the first intro in your 20s. This is how he's been all
Oh,
his life on into his 50s.
Anyway, next question, y'all. Okay, this is a good one. Would you rather date your opposite or someone just like you?
Definitely. Opposite.
I don't know.
Nah. Well, it depends on where you are in your life. You might be in a place in your life where you want somebody similar to
Is
you.
it your 20s, 30s, 40s, or 50s? Which
All
one?
of them. According to his response,
it's
all
yesterday.
of them.
Nah, I think I could. I don't know. I'd be so busy working. I don't have time for nothing. So I probably, if I really like the person, I'd probably be mad because if they work much as me, they ain't gonna have time for me.
Someone just like me.
Yeah.
I'd be with someone just like me.
I want somebody just like me too.
I want about the opposite because it's a trick question. So you
Oh,
say,
I got someone just like me.
So it's a trick question because you say, do I want to date a man that looks just like me? That act just like me? It's a trick
That
question.
ain't
It's a
got
loaded
nothing
question.
to do with
You
the
got to watch it. This 26. You got to be careful what you say.
I need
be
you-
careful what you pray for.
Be
right.
in detail.
Yeah, you gonna hear with a dude that ain't just
Give
like
the
you.
details and the facts.
Y'all got to go shoot ball
Someone
together.
just like me, not look just like me. Someone just like me. Characteristics.
Okay, well, we got
characteristics.
to make sure we ain't, because they say, was you talking about gender? You
But
know
see,
that.
you know how they say opposites attract. In a lot of cases,
That is
opposites
not the
attract
case.
drama.
It do.
Yeah,
It's
it
toxic.
attract too much drama because
It's
you
toxic.
constantly trying to figure out what the hell they thinking and doing and why you did that, and it just don't make no sense. And then you try to line it up with your ways, and it just. But when I got somebody, I know I could just that they got my ways. Ain't nothing they can do. Everything she do, I already know what she gonna do ahead of
I
time.
don't want to date a female Scorpio.
A male Libra.
It ain't got to be the same horoscope.
Not the same
Definitely
horoscope.
not. That's when you bump heads.
And because I honestly think Scorpios. Now I don't know. I was raised in a household with one. No go.
My baby
No.
mama birthday 2 days before mine.
No. He's so stupid.
That's why y'all still good friends.
That's why we the best friends ever.
It's something else. But I think with Stoney and I, we're a lot alike in ways that people just don't know.
Well, that's what that would
We're
make it
a
work.
lot.
Yeah,
A lot.
behind. I mean, we give what is necessary to give to the public to move on. You know, everybody don't need to know how we enjoy each other. You know, the stuff that we do. We be as transparent as we need to be. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rightfully so. So going to the next question is, would you rather know who secretly envies you or secretly admires you?
I want to know both.
I do.
I want to know the envy. So I can be extra nice. Make
I
them,
wanna know-
Make them fake speak to me when I see them. What's up, my boy?
I like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I will want to know who. I probably would want to know who secretly admires me, because those are the crazy ones.
What's the one the
Those are the
what's
crazy ones.
Selena?
The Selena chick.
shot.
Yeah, that
Selena.
She admired her
She
so much.
admired her so much she took her life.
Did y'all? Okay, y'all haven't seen this. I'm pretty sure you haven't. But it's the single black female, where it was a girl. She looked just like her. She envied her so much that she stalked her. And all. I don't want nobody admire me that much. I don't want. I want to know who secretly envies or admire. I don't want none of them.
I want to know who to watch. They
I wanna-
admire me. They admire. Most of the ones that admire you gonna probably be nice, try to be your friend first. The ones that envy you gonna just try to straight hurt you off real.
Well, a lot of people that admire you want to replace you.
Want to replace you.
That's
You are
that's
not.
what.
That's exactly what that is.
I have, you know, during my career, I've had a lot of people to do some strange things. Guys, and I at first it was like, yeah, okay, so they digging my style. You know what I'm saying? They digging how I, dress, this, that, and the other. But when
Why
you
keep stealing my socks?
when you
Don't even wash them. Don't put them on right off my feet.
and they don't even live with you, you just find them wearing your sock. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? But you got I had a few folks that every time I bought something, any hairstyle, to this day it's
To
a
this
guy
day.
that's like that. Anything about
That's weird.
what I do, he mimics it. I mean, to the point where I don't know. And maybe that's part of that lifestyle when people see that you in the entertainment
It
world.
ain't got that far. We get to the point where we start trying to date Renee's sister. Then we got a problem. Then we got to step in and do something.
Get too close.
Right now, you good.
You good?
But he stepped on toes. You going to try to date. Hey, you going to listen to her speak. That's it. Don't